Hi there, and welcome to Recovering Boldly with Quest Center. I am Courtney, your host. This is a space where we celebrate real stories of resilience, healing, and transformation. Each episode, we'll talk with inspiring guests who share their journeys navigating mental health challenges, addiction, chronic pain, and more, offering honest insight and celebrating the courage it takes to reclaim hope and live boldly as your authentic self. A bit of background on Quest Center. Quest is a nonprofit health center based in Portland, Oregon, with a mission to provide integrative healthcare services, community, and education to all people seeking a wellness-focused approach to living and dying. Our programs in HIV services, substance use recovery, chronic pain management, mental health, acupuncture, and holistic medical care recognize that each person has a unique journey to healing. In addition to offerings like individual and group therapy, our programs take an integrative approach to wellness, including elements such as peer support, wellness movement, nutrition, and at the heart of it all, community. If you'd like to learn more about any of our services or how to get engaged, please visit our website at www.quest-center.org. And I do just want to give a quick content warning before we begin. There are mentions of drug use, sexual assault, and suicide. So please take care while listening. I'll be linking some resources in the show notes, and take care of yourself. And without further ado, I'm very excited to welcome today's guest, Nichole, and hear her share her story.
Listen, I brought a puppy in.
I heard.
And he's so cute.
And I'm going to need to meet him at
he's
some
in
point.
Sonia's office.
What's his name?
Sunny.
Sunny. Sweet.
And he's vomited on me on the way in, so I had to change
No.
the shirt.
I love this, though. It's the perfect Quest shirt, I feel like.
You know, this was given to me by Jonathan.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm glad it was in my car still.
Hey, it works.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have had to change shirts, and I'd be just chilling in dog vomit.
I had quite the morning. I texted you because I went to the gym this morning.
Ew.
And I know. I don't know why I do that. And I usually take a shower there and bring my clothes. I get out of the shower, go to put on my change of clothes. No pants. I did not bring pants. So I had to put on my sweaty pants and go home and get my pants.
And
reshower. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet that was fun.
Yeah, but we made it.
It sounds perfect.
I know. Well, I'm very excited to have you. Do you mind introducing yourself and your pronouns and your role here at Quest?
I'm Nichole. My pronouns are she, her. I am one of the peers in the FSR department, so our outpatient treatment department. I also co-counsel because I'm getting my CADC.
Yay.
Yeah. And I occasionally cover functional fitness for Wish.
Oh, fun.
So I kind of do all the things, and I check in people for nutrition.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of how it goes for peers. You're just all over. You're doing a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah. No.
It's not too overwhelming, you know?
Yeah.
And I asked to do some of it. So. Some of it is my fault.
Yeah, volunteering. It'll get you.
Yeah. Very that.
Well, you recently were on the Real Recovery podcast, which was amazing. Yeah, and I loved hearing your story in full, so I would definitely recommend checking that out and getting that piece. And I think today I'd really like to go even deeper into your story and a little bit about your work here at Quest, and talk maybe a little bit more about some of the mental health stuff that you had mentioned. So yeah,
sounds good.
But yeah, I guess to start off, what got you interested in Quest and Quest Center's approach?
So I one of the other peers that works here is a graduate from here. And funny story, when I was a medical assistant, I applied here as a medical assistant.
Oh, really?
And they denied me.
Little did they know.
Little did they know I was going to be here sometime soon.
You'll be back.
I will be back. And I was.
Yes.
So essentially, like, I'm very open to loving, and having compassion for everybody, especially underserved communities. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of our community here, people out in the world aren't very kind to.
Yeah.
And I always think it's nice to be kind to other people, even if you don't understand.
For sure.
So, and I am a huge advocate for people. Sometimes not myself, but definitely other people. And so, like, when Brittany told me that there was an opening and to apply, I did.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was a housing case manager when I started.
That's right.
Almost 3 years ago.
Wow.
It's flown by.
Yeah. Time tends to do that, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, and like, it got me started and like introduced me into like the field that I wanted to dip my toes into. I'm a person in recovery, so working with other people in recovery.
Yeah.
Like, it feeds my soul.
Totally.
But I am going to school to go to the dark side of mental health.
So, nice.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're so intertwined too. So, yeah. Had you had any experience with like acupuncture before or any of the kind of like alternative medicines?
Nope. And let me tell you, I love it.
Yeah.
I recommend it. And my son's like, Mom, I want some acupuncture. And my daughter's like, that's crazy. You put that in your head.
I know. It looks like the guy from Hellraiser sometimes.
Pinhead.
Yeah.
But I love it.
I know.
I absolutely love it. I don't,
Yeah.
I don't ever want to stop getting it.
I know. It's a cool experience. I hadn't had it before I worked here either. Yeah. It just feels like after you get it, you're like, oh, I can think clearly.
Yeah. Very that. Like, I get chronic migraines.
Do you?
And I'm on disability from the VA for them.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And because they're bad. And there was one time that I was starting to get one, and one of the acupuncturists poked my little lower head here, and
it did something?
It did something.
Wow.
Because it really delayed the migraine.
Oh, interesting.
So, and it was not as bad as they usually are.
Yeah.
So it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Not weird in a bad way, but it was really weird. It was something I wasn't used to. So
yeah. I feel like though I remember you having some witchy proclivities. Am I right?
Yes.
Tell me more.
So
if you want.
I'm not really I don't practice a whole lot because I'm so fucking busy. But I try to be mindful in everything that I do. I've been told that I'm a healer, which
I mean, you're in the field for it.
And I've been in the field since I was young. Like, I was a medical assistant for years. I did in-home care for years.
Yeah.
As a caregiver, I've done, hospice care with people, and I really enjoy taking care of others, even when it like overwhelms me, because I can feel their feelings and somehow their energy decides to come with me. Just kind of, I believe in manifestation and like talking things into existence. So, and I don't really do my crystals or any of that anymore because I'm too damn busy, but
yeah, I hear you.
I got it all. It's all there. So.
Yeah. So is that some like manifestation? Is that something that you practice? Yeah. And have you felt it be true for you in your life?
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have. And like, I can tell when I'm not thinking positively, honestly, because like when I speak negative into the air, negative things start happening. So anytime I remain positive, things happen. And maybe that
circles back to you.
I believe in karma and all of that. So
totally.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I remember in listening to your story on the Real Recovery podcast, you kind of started with talking about how you had started sex work pretty early.
I did.
Do you mind telling me a little bit about that and how kind of how you got into it and
So when I was young, when I was in high school still, right after I lost my virginity, I went full-blown deep in sleeping with everybody I could, that I wanted to, whatever. I just didn't give a shit. Like, to me, sex was taking myself out of myself, if you will, like, as a means to cope and outside validation. And then when I turned 18, I met a boy I was told to stay away from, and of course, me being me, I didn't.
Yeah, that always works.
Always.
Right.
Yeah, just don't do that. Stay away from that person. Yeah, here I go. Head first. So, and he was a pimp. And he introduced me to the life. And so I started out street walking at 18 downtown. Mind you, clear-minded.
Yeah.
I did not drink. I did not smoke pot. I did not do anything when I would go out to work at all. Because I wanted to have my clear mind so I could pay attention to my surroundings.
Right.
A friend of mine at the time, who actually is still my friend 22 years later. We're still really good friends. She taught me how to do it. You know, she was out there with me. And it was so weird. Like, I never thought I would be doing that, but I got like a rush from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, did it feel empowering in a sense?
It did, because luckily there was a couple times that were quite sketch. I will tell you. Like, she and I had been kidnapped and held hostage in a room by a couple guys. We ended up I don't know how we managed to get out of there, but we did. We took off running, and
oh my God,
our dudes picked us up and up the road. So we managed to get out of that. And then there was another time that we did a car date with two guys, and one of them held us at gunpoint. So because he thought we were going to rob them, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? We're two tiny little girls. Yeah, we were tiny. We were 18, really small. Like, makes no sense, but here we are. Yeah, you know. And but other than that, it was like pretty. It was like. It was really easy, quick and done, and like it was on my terms, except for those 2 times. Yeah, mind you. Yeah, and it was crazy. It was crazy. It was very quick and exhilarating, and sometimes it just took a lot. Like, it was a lot of emotions, a lot of There's days I just wanted to sleep because I had been up for 24 hours sober. Yeah, and I just wanted to sleep.
Like working. Yeah,
and my folks at the time wouldn't let me. He's like, "No, get your ass out there. We need money." I'm like, "I don't fucking need money." But
so did your parents know that this was going?
They found out.
Oh, they found out. They found out. I see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So they found out.
Tell me about that.
So they had their assumptions, and when we went up to Seattle to work up there, mind you, that's where the 2 incidents happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And the 2 negative incidents, right off, I was off Aurora Highway. Okay. I don't know if that's still a stroll or not, but it was then. Yeah. My uncle, I happened to call my aunt and uncle who lived in Tacoma. And I was like, "Hey, I want to see you guys. Like, when I come back through, when I head home." Well, funny story, my uncle ended their Valentine's Day date, because this is when it was. And they drove up there, and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing right now?" And they were just talking to me. And I was like, "Oh, I'm eating a donut at Krispy Kreme." They swooped up on me, picked me up. My uncle essentially kidnapped me and took me home.
Whoa. Back to Portland.
Drove me back to Portland as fast as they could. And then I was on an airplane the next day. My parents sent me away to Florida.
And that's where you went to boot camp?
Nope.
No. Okay.
No. So I had already signed up for boot camp.
Okay.
Before I started prostituting.
What drew you to that? Why were you
9/11?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's real.
I wanted to go fight. I wanted to fight. And at least want to be a medic. You know, yes, take care of people is what I do.
Yeah.
So I signed up for that, and then I went off and did my thing, and got into, dove into sex work, whatever. So, but I got flown out to a friend's house in Destin.
Okay.
And I lived there for a couple of months with them. And then they were moving to Alabama, so I went there with them for, I think I was there for like a week, and then I came home to visit my family, which I visited for less than a month. And then I flew out to Great Lakes, Illinois for boot camp.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that boot camp military mindset has stuck with you in some ways, or?
Some.
Yeah.
Some. Like, I really miss the structure, like, over the years. Like, once I hit my addiction, I lost all kinds of structure. You know what I mean? There was no structure. There was nothing.
Yeah.
But I miss the structure. Like, my kid now is considering going into the National Guard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, and like, I loved it. I loved it. And I got out.
Yeah.
I wasn't in for very long because I started getting really bad migraines. And that's when I started getting them. Oh, and so it took a long time. And then they were like, well, we either redo your test, because the day I had to do my PT test, I had a migraine and I was struggling to make it through the running side of it. And I was a minute longer than I was supposed to. Like, you could either retest or we can honorably discharge you. And my migraines were putting me sick in quarters for like 14 days at a time.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah. And so, and they make me super sick and all of that, right? So, mind you, while I was in Florida, because I ended up getting stationed in Pensacola after I got out of boot camp. So I was back in Florida, right? Mind you, I wasn't prostituting, but I was surely having community vagina during that time. That's what I called it. I literally, like, for me, especially when I was younger, sex was extremely empowering. Like, it was my form of control-ish, even though I didn't always have control. Like, I had some traumatic experiences, all of that. I'm not going to try and trigger other people, so I'm not saying certain words, but I've been R-worded a few times over the years, and but other than that, it was like my choice, if I wanted to. From all of the people I've been with, up until this point, it's been my choice, except for maybe 3 times, right? But when I got out, I came home and I met my kid's dad. Had some kids. But in there, like, before I got pregnant, I came right back to sex work. And it was when Craigslist first came out. So mind you, it was back in 2005.
Peak Craigslist.
It was 20 years ago. Yeah, so it's back when you could post on Craigslist and a few other sites that are still working now. And I became an internet escort.
Gotcha.
And so we, my friend that taught me how to do that, because that's what she was doing at the time. And there was a lot of money in that. And let me tell you, I have nothing to show for it. Nothing. Nothing.
Did it come in the wallet and out super quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but during that time, because we would do it in an apartment, I felt like a therapist, because a lot of the time I wouldn't have to do anything except for sit there naked while people came to me crying while they were drunk and then talk about their problems. I'm like,
oh my
I'm just
gosh.
a naked therapist. It's literally what I felt like, was a naked therapist.
Yeah.
And my friend and I will laugh about it to this day.
Yeah.
Probably not the best of things, but you know what I mean? We thought it was funny.
Right.
It is what it is.
It is. How do you feel like sex work has impacted your, like, view of yourself and your body image and, like...
I'm not very modest. I'm not very modest. Like, they're just boobs, they're just ass, like,
yeah.
But at the same time, since I've gained weight, I'm more insecure. Because I've never really had a lot of weight on me, but when I got clean, I gained a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So, but like, I just don't give a shit. Like, if you don't like it, don't look at it.
Mm-hmm.
If I
For sure.
like, if I go to the river in a 2-piece, don't look at it. I'd rather have tan chub than super
100%.
blinding chub. So get over it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really modest, and
Mm-hmm.
like, it's given me, I feel like it's empowered me to literally be like, no, I don't want to. I'm not going to.
Yeah. Do you think it kind of expanded your boundaries and your own sexuality too?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Like, I have found a whole ass other world that I enjoy,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm very particular about how I enjoy it with,
Yeah.
because I have to really trust somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the world of kink. So it is what it is, but it's not something I've like fully dove into because I don't trust people. I've seen negative outcomes from doing sex work, and so
takes a lot to trust. Yeah,
it takes a lot to trust. And like, as I've gotten older, I will say, like, I don't like, I just turned 40. I really don't care to have sex with just random people anymore. You know, like, even even just in general, like, I don't even care to do it at all right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I have goals.
Right.
And I feel like between the sex work and being younger and just kind of sneaking around, like, I got it out of my system.
Yeah.
If you
do you think of the sex work and, like, do you think of it as an addiction in a sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Fast money.
Yeah.
Fast money is amazing. And I mean, money literally is a root of all evil, but it makes the world go round. You can't live without it.
Yeah.
As much as you want to.
Such a catch-22.
It really is. It's evil. But funny story. My first word was money.
No way.
My mom told me that. I was like, oh my God.
Like, makes sense.
So
explains a lot.
That checks out. So yeah, no, I really think that sex work is work, and it's hard fucking work.
Totally.
Because, you know, you're exerting your energy. You have to fit the bill for certain people. Like, and people think they can just utilize your body for however they want, and you have to be like, no.
Right.
And sometimes a lot of women don't. A lot of women don't just say no. They'll just allow it to happen, or they'll take more money, or, like, I know people who still do it and who get robbed from their tricks. So like, it is scary. Like, I just wish, I don't know. How
did you keep yourself emotionally safe during those times? Like, did you just kind of learn to, like, compartmentalize, I guess?
Yeah, definitely. I think I was able to, like, for like up until recently, like the last 10 years, I'll say, sex has been really emotional the last 10 years. But before that, it was just something I did. I didn't care. Yeah. There was no emotions to it, except for unless I was, like, in love with somebody.
But that wasn't the first association. No. Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all. It was just something I did just to pass the time, to feel better about myself. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Was mental health and addiction something that was talked about in your family growing up?
Not really.
Not really. Yeah.
No, not really. I knew my parents both. Well, I knew my dad had an issue because he drank a lot and smoked a lot of weed. Like, even though I work in addiction, I might be a little biased on marijuana, but I believe that anything is addictive, and if it's affecting you negatively, absolutely seek help. Yeah. You know what I mean? But my dad was a huge alcoholic. I didn't know he was on other shit because I was a kid. I was really young, but I always knew there was something more, and I didn't know what it was. Because he was, like, I love my dad, rest in peace, but he was he got overly emotional, and occasionally he'd get really angry. And so I try not to speak negatively, but he did get a little violent at times, and, like, I'd seen violence in the home and whatnot, so it was a thing. Yeah. And then Once I hit my addiction
Mm-hmm.
is when I found out that both of my parents had used to do speed.
Oh, interesting.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, huh. And my mom told me her story and when she quit and why she quit.
Was that at a point when you were like considering getting help or no?
No.
Yeah.
No, I had just found my drug of choice. I was 27.
Okay.
Like, I had partied here and there throughout the years,
Uh-huh.
you know, but I never felt like I couldn't stop ever.
Mm-hmm.
And until I found meth,
Mm-hmm.
which very soon became meth and heroin.
Okay.
And like by very soon, I mean like within a month and a half.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So by 3 months, I lost everything. Within 3 months of my using, I lost my job. I lost my kids. Like I had my kids stay with my parents because they took them for the summer. And they're like, get your shit together.
Mm-hmm.
My mom and my stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
And
how did you?
At this point, my dad died. My dad had already died.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
How did you? What was like the inciting factor of, like, how did you start using meth?
People I was around.
Yeah.
They were doing it, and I'm like, well, I've done cocaine.
Just curious.
I've done ecstasy. Why not try it?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was a weekend warrior.
Uh-huh.
Which that only lasted like a month.
Yeah.
And then I was doing it every day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And when you started doing it every day, was it just kind of to like get through the day or was it still like
fun?
A rush? Yeah.
I was having fun for a while until I realized that everything around me was disappearing. Mm. And then I was using it to cope with my emotions because, you know, I didn't have my kids and I was their sole parent for a long time, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd see their dad, but
you were a single mom.
Essentially. But my parents helped. Like, we had lived with my parents for a lot. And so my mom was like, I pretty much co-parented with my mom. And my stepdad was there, but he's the fun one. So he was the fun one. So my mom and I co-parented, essentially.
Remind me, how old were you when you had your kids?
I got pregnant at 20. And my son at 21.
Okay.
Got pregnant at 21, had my daughter at 22. They're 13 months apart.
Yeah. Wow.
My daughter will be 18 in September. And my son will be 19 in August. And just under a month.
Aww.
He just graduated high school.
Oh my goodness.
My daughter has dropped out, but she and I are looking into, like, she's like, Mommy, when you come home today, can we look at getting my GED?
Oh, nice.
Can we see how to sign me up? I'm like,
yeah.
Seeing her brother graduate, she's like, I want to do that. I don't care if it's a GED or a diploma. I want to do that.
Yeah. That's so exciting.
Yeah. It was really cool.
Yeah, I don't know, what has your relationship with your kids been like throughout the addiction and getting clean?
It's rough.
Yeah, I'm sorry to cut.
No, that's okay because it's talked about, but it's not talked about a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it can really help a lot of people to hear too.
Yeah, so I only actively used for about 4 years.
Okay.
During my addiction, you know, my kids were little when I first started. Like, my son was in first grade. You know, we moved up to Longview and away from my family and everybody they knew. And I would work in Vancouver as a medical assistant still at this time. And I didn't know the guy that introduced me to dope that we lived with too, or who lived with us, I should say. And he was staying with my kids. I didn't know he was sending my kid to school in the same clothes every day, my son, which pissed me off when I found out. But I remember, I think it was like my 4th time ever using. I was so tired. I was coming down. I was playing like a board game for math with my son. And I remember falling asleep while we were playing. And he was like 6 maybe. And I remember him covering me with a blanket and kissing me on the forehead and said, "You won, Mommy. Good night." And he wanted to just put himself to bed. Broke my heart. Still breaks my heart. Like, I hate it. I hate certain memories. Like, they hit me.
Yeah, of course.
And like, I was going through a box and I found that game. And I bawled. And he was like 12 when I found it. I just sat there and held him and cried and cried and cried. you know, and I remember when I was active, you know, in active addiction, I was very angry all the time and very short-tempered. Like, patience was not a thing at all.
Yeah.
And like, my kids just wanted to be with me. They just wanted to be with me. And so there was a point, like, they had seen a lot of violence, and that, you know, when I got off heroin, I had only been using for like a year and a half at that point. And it took for my kids, my family didn't know I was using heroin. But my son asked me, Mommy, why do you love meth and Nick more than you love me? Or you love us is what it was. So him and his sister.
So at that point, they were aware that you were using?
I think their dad had told them.
Okay.
They knew something wasn't right. They didn't know what it was because they were still really young. They were like 6 and 7, 7 and 8. You know, they knew that Mom was sick. They just didn't know what it was. And so the day after that, it was Memorial Day weekend years ago. It's been like 10 years. I went to their grandmother's house on their dad's side, and I cold turkey detoxed.
Wow.
And at that time, I was poking myself. I wasn't smoking it. So that was rough.
I'm sure.
And that was rough. My mom supported this. My whole family supported me to get clean at the time, but it wasn't very long until I went right back. You know?
And were you still with the person that you were with? Ish.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was with like half of the town. But sure. Yeah. No,
but still around.
He was still around. And I, you know, because Brittany and I used to get loaded together. So at this time, she was still getting loaded, and I was like, what's up? So we went and got high, and, you know, I relapsed. I only stayed clean for like a month and a half at that time. And then I don't remember. Oh, I met this other guy about a year later. We were together for a few years. And he was extremely abusive, controlling. Like, he never hurt my kids, you know, ever. He was fun with them. But my daughter, and I was consistently, like, I went to treatment, stayed clean for like 5 months, relapsed while he was in jail. And then what my breaking point was, at this time Brittany got clean, right? She came to see me. She's like, dude, you look like shit. Like, was you ready? Because I did. I looked like I was dying. And part of it is because I was getting beat up every day. And Brittany was like, look, you know, I have a room in my house. So when you're ready to get clean and leave all this behind, you know, let me know. 3 days later, I called her, went over there and talked to her. Because I had gone to visit my kids, my parents' house, and I left their house. Or I took my daughter home, is what I did, because he had woke me up by punching me in the face with my daughter in the room. And then he almost killed me with my daughter in the living room. And she heard everything. So we ended up going to the mall. I loved on my kid, took her home. My son was at church camp, I think, or something. So I don't know. It was summertime.
Yeah.
It was in August, so I think he might have been at church camp because he loved going and zip lining, archery, and stuff.
Yeah. Have you seen I Think You Should Leave? No. Okay. Sorry.
No, but I think I'm gonna find it.
There's just a part you should look up about a zip line. It's like he's on a dating show and he's like, yeah, I'm only here for the zip line. I'll send it to you later.
Perfect. Please do. Okay. Yeah, no. So I took my daughter home, went over to Brittany's, and there's pictures in my phone somewhere and hers, but I had a goose egg and it was black on my forehead and my whole rib cage was bruised. And I told her, I said, I'm ready. She's like, okay. So I packed up my house. And in 2 days, my entire apartment was packed up. I moved out from under him.
Wow.
Left him at his cousin's house. He's like, I don't know where to go. Not my fucking problem.
No, yeah.
I moved in with Brittany.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And
shout out Brittany.
Listen, let me tell you a secret. This poor girl had to go through some shit.
Yeah.
When I was there.
No kidding.
She'd call my mom. She's like, kill your kid.
Really?
I can't stand her. Come get her. I was like, nope, she's your problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you made it.
Yeah. So we lived together for a while.
Mm-hmm.
My kids would come over right a bit because, you know, I stayed in a room and Brittany's kids were there, or her daughter was there, and a bonus kid.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, there wasn't a whole lot of room to full-time move my kids over there. Plus, they're in school that they've been for years.
Yeah.
We didn't want to disrupt them a lot. So I'd go stay at my parents' house. They'd come stay with me. Talk to them almost every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd go to their sports games and stuff. So I actively used for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved out of Brittany's and moved closer to my parents' house because Brittany lived way the hell out there in damn near Loring. And my parents are in Northeast Portland, like right off 82nd. And that's where my kids lived.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I moved in the Park Rose District, which is like 7 minutes from my kids.
Mm-hmm.
So they'd come stay with me there. I'd go hang out with them at my parents' house, and you know, like they didn't live with me for quite a while because I didn't have I didn't have anywhere for them to live because I couldn't rent.
Yeah.
I had fucked up my rental history through my addiction and before that, you know. And then I bought a house. The VA hooked it up.
Nice.
You know, the VA loan. I did really hard work to pay my shit off
Mm-hmm.
and get to a point where my credit score was enough to be able to buy a house.
Mm-hmm.
And my kids came home.
Oh,
They were.
how was that?
They came back at the worst years of their lives.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let's see. So we moved in 2020, December 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. It was right before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
When
yeah,
COVID
March 2020 was when everything shut down.
Oh, so then I got my house in 2019.
Okay.
Yeah. December 2019, my kids moved in with me. My daughter was mouthy. My son, mind you, they're still angry with me because they hadn't lived with me in like almost 8 years.
Right. Wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so my kids were angry with me and very, I don't have to listen to you type shit.
Mm-hmm.
My son got arrested a month after living with me. So he was at Clackamas Town Center. Mind you, my kids are mixed.
Mm-hmm.
He looks black.
Mm-hmm.
Both my kids do. And some older white lady told somebody that my black child and his black friend had a gun. So they got arrested.
What?
For allegedly having a gun.
That they did not have.
They did not have. I walked into Clackamas County to pick up my kid and his friend because his mom couldn't get out there and she gave permission.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing they said to me was like, how can I help you? And I was like, oh, I'm here to get my kid and his friend. They're like, well, you're not what we were expecting to walk in.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah. I was like, what were you expecting?
Right. Yeah, say it.
I dare you.
Yeah.
Right. And so they tried to say my son charged at a sheriff and all this other stuff. And I'm like, so what happened? And they told me that he took his sweatshirt off and ran towards the sheriff where his friend was getting arrested. And he was yelling that he was autistic. And he goes, and he was lying. And I was like, well, he's stimming pretty hard right now. He is autistic. Like, it is true. He's high functioning, but like,
yeah.
And
what
so,
to say?
Yeah. And they were like, oh. So, you know, people suck. We'll just say that. But charges got dropped for both kids. So,
nice.
Thank God. Yeah. Yeah. They were dismissed because there was no truth behind it. They literally arrested them for no reason.
That's so traumatizing.
Yeah. So, yeah. So then, you know, my kids have since forgiven me because I have worked my ass off over the last 4.5, almost 5 years that I've had them back. Busted my ass to be there and be present. Granted, I did have a relapse 6 months after moving into my place for 2 weeks. And I got clean again. Now I have over 4 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were angry with me for a really fucking long time. And they made sure I knew it
Mm-hmm.
And even my daughter, when she really hits her mental health issues, she's like, it's because you did it. Girl, at some point you got to forgive me for yourself. And so we're working on that still.
Yeah.
Like most days she's happy to be home. Most days she's happy to have me and have me clean. But some days, man, some days she reminds me.
Right.
Some days she gets me in the heart. It hurts.
Yeah.
It's like, I did those things, but I'm not those things.
Yeah. So. How have you forgiven yourself? Like, I don't know.
I don't know if I have all the way.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Because like in all of my step work that I do and therapy and stuff, that's what I work on the most is abandoning my kids because it hurts me. Like it bothers me. I was what they had and my mom, but like my poor mom had to raise my kids, you know, and she should have just been grandma the whole time, or Nana, excuse me. We don't call her grandma.
Yeah.
She'd kill me if she knew I call her grandma.
I won't tell.
She might see it. Yeah. She'd be mad. But Nana, you know, she did a job. And
I mean, it's so amazing that you have been able to get clean and make so much progress and be there for them.
Yeah.
Like, I know how much they mean to you just from knowing you.
They do. They drive me fucking crazy. And my son in particular tries to act like my parent.
Yeah.
But here we are. So
how about your mom? Like, how was your relationship with your mom throughout all of this? And
she's been a really big support. You know? She had to set hard boundaries for a long time. And right before I chose, funny story. So right before, after I saw Brittany and before I made the decision to move, my mom told me, she goes, you know what it's like to grieve a child that's still alive?
Oh.
I was like, she's not talking about me. She was. Yeah. And so like between seeing what my life was and knowing I could do better because I had a career. Like I was a medical assistant and I had x-ray technician licensing, right?
Yeah.
And I was getting ready to go back to school to be a physician's assistant. I threw it away for drugs. But it happens all the time, you know what I mean?
And you've built so much back up for yourself.
I have. Like I do see my addiction manifesting though in healthier forms. Like,
oh really? Tell me more.
Dude, I mean a lot.
Yeah.
I still impulsively shop, which I'm working on. So
I can relate to that one.
But I also so I work full time. I go to school full time, and right now I'm doing 2 classes.
Oof. Yeah, it's a lot. And you have kids.
And I have kids. And I have a grandkid.
Oh my goodness.
From my stepson. I got married in there somewhere. But we don't want to talk about that. So but my stepson gave me a granddaughter. You know, she's almost 3 and I love her to death. I just, after some stuff that had happened at my house that I think we're going to talk about here in a minute.
Yeah.
After some stuff happened at my house, I really haven't had her over much because, you know, anxiety doesn't quite let me.
Yeah.
But
yeah, tell me about, because I know you mentioned in the Real Recovery podcast that anxiety has been a part of your life and CPTSD and ADHD. So can you tell me about how you found out about those?
So I've had anxiety since I was a kid. I've always had anxiety. It mixed with a little bit of depression, like sprinkled in, you know.
Was it something you were aware of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was medicated as a kid, a little bit here and there, like starting in my teen years, you know, like puberty kind of set it off. And then I thought it was fine, but here we are, right? So then I didn't know about ADHD until last year.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I got diagnosed last year. I was like, that makes sense. I just thought it was left over from doing meth, you know, because your brain gets scrambled and you're always so random what you do. Like, there's no rhyme or reason for anything.
Right.
But then, so I got CPTSD originally when I was with the ex that would beat me up a lot. Like, I've had to dig my own grave.
What do you mean?
He made me dig my own grave.
What? Oh, literally.
Literally.
Cool.
I've been through some shit.
Yeah, you have.
I just don't talk about it. I mean, I do, but I don't.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't want to traumatize other people. Really? Like, I laugh about it now because it's like, God, I did that. And how fucking, how sick are other people?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel sorry for those people.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't feel sorry for them, but I do. Because, like, that's where your brain goes. Beat up a female and make her dig her own grave.
Right.
Why?
Yeah, so sick. So sick.
Like, why? I mean, it makes no sense. So, but there was that. So, with a lot of that and the shit I went through in my addiction, like, that started the PTSD.
Mm-hmm. How does that manifest for you? Or like
flashbacks?
Yeah.
A lot. Or certain things people will say. Or like my ex-husband would tell me I was lying a lot, and I wasn't lying to him. And so, like, I would freak out. Like, I would have a full-on freak out meltdown.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd scream, I would yell, I would panic, I'd start fucking bawling. It was bad.
Yeah.
It'd get real bad, right? I'd throw shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd get angry.
Totally.
And, like, I felt bad because my kids had to witness it, and they didn't deserve to. Like, after getting clean, you know, with my ex-husband. But with my ex from my addiction, like, they didn't witness a lot of it, and they didn't know about a lot of it until, like, my daughter would ask questions recently, and I'd tell her the truth. Like, look, yeah, you're going through this shit, but here's all this shit I've been through, so I can tell you, you don't want to do this.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, so that's where that started. And I got diagnosed with CPTSD because I always thought I was having a heart attack, and it was not. It was panic attacks.
Panic, yeah.
And little things would set me off. I started to smell, like, just little tiny things, man. Like the snow sets me off because when I dug my own grave, it was in the snow.
Oh, yeah.
It was not fun. It was not fun.
No.
You know? I'm learning to love life again and just to live my truth and live freely, but sometimes it's hard. I got to a good place for a while, and then in October, my daughter had a break and attempted suicide. I left work, I left here, and went to, you know, I rushed home. I was on the phone with her and 911, and they broke into my house. Because with permission to get my kid, right?
Yeah.
So, she's okay now. Like, she still has her moments, but she's doing okay.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks after that, there was a shooting at my house. Now, the neighborhood I live in, you hear gunshots a lot. Okay. So when I heard it, I thought it was just the kids outside, not my kids, but the other neighborhood kids and because there's a lot of gangs in the neighborhood I live in, and so I thought they would shoot each other like normal.
It's not funny.
It is funny because it's true. Like, ever since I moved out, I was like, oh shit, my nightly lullaby is happening. So those gunshots, like, was in the neighborhood somewhere. But I thought that's what it was, right?
Yeah.
Until the last one came through my bedroom window. And this was at 1 a.m. Mind you, my 2-year wedding anniversary was like, fuck yeah, that means we're not done.
Wow.
Mind you, my husband, my ex-husband, he's incarcerated, so it's not like he was there, but I did have my kid's sister there.
Wow.
And I had rolled over on top of her because I didn't know if more was coming, you know. It terrified my dogs.
And your kids were in the house as well?
My son.
Your son.
My son, my not brother, it's my brother's best friend. That is like my brother. He was asleep on the couch. And my brother was in his room in the garage. And, you know, at the time we had 5 dogs. And not one person was hurt. Not one animal was hurt. But there was over 30 entry points into my house. They found 47 casings outside with 3 different calibers. They tried getting into the house, but luckily the firemen had broken my door 2 weeks prior, and so we had a different door.
Oh, wow.
Because my door before was all glass.
So they actually tried to enter your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
Like
terrifying.
if you were to see the door handle, I still have it. But if you were to see the door handle, like they tried blowing it off to get in and it didn't work. So they just let loose. My son almost died. There's still a bullet stuck in his mattress. Yeah. It was a lot. I couldn't sleep for hours and days. Like after that, I was on leave from work, and I couldn't sleep at night. I napped during the day on the couch only. I couldn't sleep in my bed. It's been 8 months and 4th of July just happened.
Yeah, it did.
That was really fucking triggering.
Yeah.
So in my neighborhood, they like to do fireworks like the week before and a few days after. So it was like an entire week.
And it's at like 3 p.m. Sometimes I'm like, you're not going to see anything.
Right.
What is this about?
Right. So literally my son, I think it was on the 3rd of July, somebody set off an M80, a couple of them right out front of the house, literally right out front. It was neighbor kids. There was like 3 of them that went off. My son thought it was a shooting again, dropped to the floor. I panicked and almost vomited.
So scary.
My dog hid behind me because she was terrified. Before, she didn't give a shit about fireworks. She just lay in the bed and watch them. After the shooting, like, she is so scared of them now.
Yeah.
And
I'm so sorry, Nichole. It's so
but yeah, like
terrifying.
Still, occasionally at 1 a.m. I will wake up in a cold sweat and feeling I'm gonna throw up. Crying, so I have to take meds. Like I take flashback meds every night, and I take anxiety meds a lot at night, but not as much as I used to. But since the 4th, I've been taking them because it re-triggered the trauma, and I don't know how to get through it. Like, I am a registered owner of a firearm. I've taken out shooting since that to try and feel comfortable with my firearm again. But the sounds, like, they get me.
Totally. I feel like I remember you saying we have a community partner that we work with going home too.
Yeah.
And they kind of helped you out with how to navigate that.
Yeah.
Is that right?
So, which is really cool because they have their recovery side and then they have their safety side. During this time, I was doing the outreach position here at Quest.
Yeah.
And so I had made the connection with somebody that worked at the recovery side. I was like, hey, can I talk to you about something? He's like, yeah, what's up? It was like, it's kind of personal. So I told him what happened. He instantly directed me over to his executive director, Mr. Fesser, Michael Fesser. And he looked through because he is a part of the pretty much gun safety thing with the Portland Police Bureau. He doesn't work with them, but he gets the reports from them.
Oh, okay.
About shootings and gun violence and and gang violence and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, nobody has reached out to you. They were supposed to. So they helped us by feeling safe for a while. For a couple of weeks, we went to a hotel on weekends, so we felt safer when there was, high activity because, and but they helped us put cameras up and like my son works with one of their peers on the safety side and like my daughter wants to some days she doesn't. She's like, yeah, she wasn't there.
Right.
I called her to see where she was because I was panicked and she was in a McDonald's drive-through.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, really?
Like, you don't know what
meal?
Yeah.
I am just
yeah, you don't know what you just missed.
Oh gosh, she started crying and freaking out. We're okay.
It's
we're
horrible.
Okay. We're really shaken up, but we're physically okay.
Right.
That's
so great that you have this network now that that they were able to really come through for you at this time.
Absolutely. And it's crazy to think because I didn't know any of that stuff existed until this happened to me. And it's even crazier because I never in my life thought I would be in this position. Even after getting clean. Like I never thought this was going to be my life, getting clean. Having chaos especially being a victim of gun violence. It's like against other people's beliefs. Like I being in the military and stuff, and like I legally own firearms. I know they're a tool. They are not toys. My kids grew up like being taught the proper way to handle a firearm as a tool from my stepdad because he hunts, you know. They know they're not, you just don't carry them around just because they're not toys. They are something that can seriously take a life in a heartbeat. And so yeah, like I had put my I used to sleep with it, and I put it away that night because I had the kid's little sister in bed with me. Yeah, you know, when she stays at night, I have a big ass bed, so she wants to sleep with the puppies. Aww. And that's what she said. It was with my dog and the other dogs and stuff, and like I'd put away because I didn't want her to find it or whatever, you know, not just be curious and stuff. So anytime any of the kids comes over, I'd always put it away. That night I kind of regretted it, to be honest. Yeah. But I also woke up to it not knowing what was going on. Right. So, but yeah.
And I'm sure it all happened so fast.
It did. It was like less than 30 seconds. Yeah. Maybe 45 seconds. Maybe, but that's pushing it. Wow. Because apparently there was more than one shooter, 3 different calibers. So.
Oh, wow.
One of them tore through the front of the house, through the back. Like I had 3.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, it was bad. But, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure it's a process that you're still healing from.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Some days I'm really good and I feel good. And then there's days like the 4th of July that it just, my friend was like, are you going to come up here and do the fireworks with my husband and I? And, and Kalama. And I'm like, I love you. And I love the firework display that you guys put on every year, but I can't.
Yeah.
It's
too much.
I needed to be home. And my son went to his friend's house and her family's house with her. And they did the little fireworks with her little siblings and all the other kids that were there and ate barbecue and stuff. And I laid in his bed on the ground floor and watched TV with my little puppies, My mom was scared, so I gave her a calming treat. The puppies were passed out they don't care about fireworks. Yeah. They just go to sleep. They're like, oh, comfy night.
Right. Yeah.
So, like, it just... Some days are really, really good, and then other days they're not.
What are the things that keep you from like wanting to go back to using or?
Life. I love life.
Yeah.
And it's funny because did you mention that? Because I never once after that traumatic event, never once thought, oh, we're gonna get high.
Hell yeah.
Literally. The only conversation about that I had with a friend, we were talking about it. I said, could you imagine what it would be like if I was high right now dealing with this shit?
Yeah, so much worse. Right.
Like there would be no dealing with it. There would be like, I would make everything so much more a mess than what it was, and I would not get through any of it. I wouldn't be able to function, you know what I mean? And so like I really appreciated and I leaned into my support during that time. Like, and some of my support was here.
Yeah.
Some of my one of the HR people reached out to me quite often. Our deputy director reached out to me often. And Brittany, I talked to her a lot because we've been friends for 12 years.
Right.
And a couple other people reached out here and there. You know what I mean? Rhonda and I talked daily. Like I would go over to her house and just cry.
Oh.
I would just cry. She just told me, she's like, baby, you're not bulletproof, but you were bulletproof that night. It's okay. You made it.
It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Put your big girl panties on, let them tears out, and just breathe.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did.
Yeah. So cool that it's so I love to hear that you have built such a community here too.
Yeah. Like I don't know what I would do without a lot of the people here at Quest, you know what I mean? However, what I will say is given the times and what's happening in politics in the world these days, I think with a lot of these kinds of jobs, we don't know what's to come.
Right.
And so I was in a class that somebody's like, how do you handle like job insecurity? Like unknowing what's going to happen with the way the world is. It's like, I just go to work and do my best every day. Like if I lose my job, I lose my job, but I don't lose what I've learned. I don't lose my community.
Exactly.
Like it is what it is. There's always going to be another job, but you cannot replace the friendships and the community you build in these places.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and I feel like, honestly, even like given these circumstances and all the uncertainty, I personally feel very grateful to be here at Quest because they've been so transparent with us.
Absolutely.
And it does feel like things are okay for now, you know, like things are okay, and we're all here wanting to do this work. We're here for a reason. And
like, I feel really grateful that I get to be here every day.
Me too.
You know what I mean? Like, I get to show up. There's clients that are so worried about the world because of their gender identity, the way they look or whatever. And I'm like, man, fuck those people. Fuck everybody else that thinks negatively of you. You know what?
We're here together, and we've got each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
that's huge.
That's what I love about Quest, is they're so open to everybody about everything. And like, it's a lot of love, like grace and kindness, really, you know, and I love that.
I love it too.
I love it. And like with our executive director and the directors and management, upper management and stuff, like you said, they've been so transparent about everything that's happening, and they have made a way for us to just chill. Feel safe and secure. You know, and I really appreciate that about them. And like, they've provided space for us to like conversate if we feel worried about something.
Exactly.
And like, I pulled Danny into the office yesterday. I was like, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? She goes, no, you're not going to lose your job. I say, go ahead and fire me. I don't care. That wasn't my question. I just want to talk to her about something. She's like, oh my God, Nichole, do you know how many?
I'm sure that's been the question of the year.
Listen, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, thank God. You know what I mean? Like, here we are.
100%.
Like, anywhere else, it could be the same. Truly. Like,
you never know.
Like, something could happen. You could be working for a company and they could go bankrupt and you never knew it was coming.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you're just out on your ass. It happens.
Right.
It happens.
And here, it just means so much that we're able to be in a place like supporting one another, doing work that we all love and like really deeply care for. So I think that goes so far.
Absolutely. And like, with like, the reason I love checking people in for nutrition night is because I can see people from the community, but people from other departments and stuff, you know, different clients. And I have built like a connection with them. Like, I see them in the hallways, like, oh, hey, how are you? Like, oh, I love your dress today. Like, how's your day going? How's your garden? You know, like, I get to talk to people that I never thought, like, I'd seen in the hallway before and never really talked to them except for smile and wave. But
totally.
I've been able to build these connections with people. And I love that because I know they do that up their nutrition night.
They sure do. So, yeah. I think that's one of the coolest things about Quest, because we do so much here. We have so many different departments. But the heart of everything really is community. Like, every single department, that's what it's about. That's what it's centered on. And that's what helps heal people, is you know, having people in your corner. So
and that's one thing that I absolutely love. Absolutely love. It's full of community.
It is. Shout out.
So, and that's just, you know, here we are. And like, I feel really grateful that, are you gonna be scared on here? Hey, I have a little anxiety, but you know, it is what it is. Like, I get to share who I am, I get to share my story, and like, I don't do that very often. Like, Dom was like, dude, you should write a book.
Like, you should. I feel like everyone at Quest needs to write a book.
Listen,
pretty, you know.
Some of it, I'm gonna tell you, my family don't remember it the same way I do, so I don't want to offend the family.
Right.
But it's my story.
Yeah, totally. I feel so grateful that you've come on here and that you are sharing with us.
Yeah.
Well,
I really appreciate you having me. Like,
of course,
there's a lot more to dig into, but we're not digging too deep today. Because we're not re-traumatizing.
I just think it's so cool. I love doing this podcast because it's an opportunity to see how far everyone's come and like what everyone's capable of, like even in the moments where you feel hopeless or alone or whatever, like, you know,
I didn't feel alone when I was right after the shooting. I didn't feel alone at all.
I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah.
Like it was, aside from like my friends and family outside of here, like my sponsor and stuff, I felt surrounded by love and genuine, support from here. Like I even got a plant that my cat ate, but
oh no,
plant. I had a plant. The cat ate it.
Come on, kitty.
Right? She's an indoor cat, and so she thought it was a good idea to eat the plant. But, yeah, like if I had been anywhere else, I don't think the other companies would have checked on me. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Well, thanks for doing this.
No, thank you for having me.
Yeah, anytime.
Oh, man.
Like, I'll be back next week.
No, I won't.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, stay tuned for more. Leave us a rating and review, share our episodes, and consider supporting our efforts with a donation at www.quest-center.org/contribute.